special school, cause I am such a fool, and I don't need a single book to teach me how to read. Who needs stupid books? They are for petty crooks, and I will learn by studying the lessons in my dreams. So turn off the TV, cause that's what others see, and movies are as
Snickety snickeroo, X-Men fans! We bring you the new and quite possibly the coolest Marvel Legends wave of the year. We are in love with this new wave, and it's entirely sexual. Even if you've never followed this line of toys, this wave will wake you up to its existence. Now, for a special treat and a Marvel wet dream, we bring you this tantalizing origin story. Quite simply, Wolverine is a mutant of many masks and has undergone many changes throughout the years. This particular suit takes shape in 1980 with the red, brown, and yellow suit. We get a darker, hairier, and scarier claw-wielding menace. One that deviates course from the tiger stripes he was born with. Appearing first in Uncanny X-Men number 139, this familiar suit lasted over 10 years and holds its popularity still today. In the progression of Marvel time, the man of the hour is most definitely Deadpool. With a hit movie and a huge fan base, this mouthy merc is making waves. He first appears in the New Mutants number 98. He started his career of defiance early on and was always attracted to trouble. Wade Wilson had his fair share of the ladies and is the dirty Casanova of Marvel. With his superhuman levels of stamina, you don't hear the ladies complaining. Above all, his healing factor is his best attribute because it amplifies all of his natural abilities, if you could call severing heads natural. When we talk about rogue superheroes, we come to Anna Marie. Rogue realizes early on that she isn't quite right and doesn't belong among the humans. She runs away from home fairly early on and dabbles with Mystique, but ultimately ends up with Professor X. Her powers are like a roll of bounty paper towels because she can absorb memories, abilities, and personalities of anyone she touches. Unfortunately, the one being touched isn't as lucky. Despite her mutation, she develops a relationship with Gambit and makes her mark alongside the X-Men. Sometimes geniuses come in small packages. Kitty Pryde is young, impressionable, and Jewish. Not that that matters, but what does matter is her ability to phase through solid matter. She first appears in X-Men number 129 and has had many names including Sprite, Ariel, and Shadowcat. Her skills earned her respect with the X-Men and she became a valuable member of her team. Perched and ready to assist, she sports her dragon Lockheed, who belongs to an alien race known as the Flock. The two are inseparable, only separating when it came time to kick some serious anus. Now we come to the brute known as Cable, with his first appearance in the New Mutants number 87. Talk about a troubled family. His own mother, who was created by Mr. Sinister, had tried to sacrifice him to open a demon portal. Affiliated with the X-Men and leader of the X-Factor, Cable is graced with psychic powers that encompass a variety of tricks he keeps up his sleeve. Like his brother Strife, he was altered by the techno-organic virus and has cybernetic qualities that, along with his mental abilities, would decimate most would-be foes. For a chilling addition to our lineup, we come to Bobby Drake. Iceman appears in X-Men number 1 from 1963, which makes him an alumni of the X-Men. A simple story of flexing his mutant muscle got him into trouble with the townspeople when he encased a bully in ice. However, this gained attention of Professor Xavier, who immediately offered his mentoring. He is able to freeze molecules of water in the air, transform his body into solid ice, and travel great distances by merging his body molecules with flowing water. When the police say freeze, he's already obliged. Jean Grey has become a household name in the X-Men Academy, just like Band-Aid brand Band-Aids, which is what you'll need if you cross her. Also appearing in the X-Men number 1, Jean was taken under the wing of Professor X and introduced to the astral plane of her mind, which gives her the power to conjure the raptor Phoenix. With this power, she has the ability to manipulate energy and matter at the molecular level, as a near infinite power supply. Don't let her telepathy be forgotten either. She could make you run naked through a church while clutching a grenade if she so desired. Formerly known as Mutant X, Havoc was seen for the first time in X-Men number 58 in 1969. Alex Summers, brother to Cyclops, was a test subject for Mr. Sinister for some time. When in confrontation with the Sentinels, he was rescued by the X-Men and subsequently trained. Having the ability to harness cosmic energy is exhausting and keeps him in a state of regeneration. He uses his tactical skill and strategy to make a mark in the mutant-infested world where he resides. And for our Build-A-Figure extraordinaire, we get Juggernaut. What better name can this guy have than Kane Marco? It's so fitting for his depressing life. He first appears in X-Men number 12 and is the focus of his father's abusive behavior. Stepbrother to Charles Xavier, Kane was always jealous and makes multiple attempts to kill him, but the X-Men always protect their leader. When this freight train gets moving, there's very little on Earth that can stop him. With the mystical energy of Sidorak, you wouldn't want to run into him in a dark alley. Whoa, Nelly, it's getting hot in here, and right about now we're trying not to take off all of our clothes from the excitement and focus in on this awesome set. Now, I don't want to bore you with logistics. I just want to show you some cool stuff and briefly discuss the highlights of these figures. So we're going to get started now, starting with the packages. Now, look at this, guys. What a beautiful new package from Marvel Legends they've come up with here with the yellow background here and the red contrast with Deadpool. Just looks so amazing, guys. This is so cool. I love the box details on these new figures here. On the side, you got this shiny picture of Deadpool. Side, you got the same picture over here. And on the back, you get some extras here with Deadpool. You got a little story up there you can pause and read if you'd like. And then Deadpool himself talking to you right there. That's really cool. I like the fact that they added this little extra part right here with the hearts down by Deadpool. Now, he's the only figure in the wave that does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece, and I think that's for a reason. I think because he's kind of the exclusive of the lot here, and he is really tough to find. So go out there and look for him as soon as you can. Try to get him. He's tough to find right now. I do have him on my eBay store, G1 Toys 2015. If you'd like to go there and buy. I have a few left, about 3 left over there now. But there's the guys you need to make the Build-A-Figure who is Juggernaut in this wave. Guys, this slot is looking fantastic so far. Let's go ahead and start from the left to the right with Havoc over here. Now, Havoc is a good-looking figure. You know, he only comes with those effects, which is not... They're not great, but they're okay. They're pretty good effects. I think they're actually better effects than some of the ones we've been getting lately, so it's not too bad. I am digging those. Nothing too special, though, about Havoc so far that I'm seeing. Now into the next figure. We're talking about Rogue now. Now, Rogue is looking great, guys. Rogue has really come a long way with Marvel Legends. They've done a lot of extras here. I mean, look at this figure. It's a beautiful figure. Lots of good paint app here. The hair sculpt's awesome. Lots of extras that are just fantastic on this Rogue, and I like the fact they put these on the knees so that you can bend them right there and not have to worry about any articulation loss. The females unfortunately have been cursed though with this lack of double jointed elbows lately from Hasbro. Not sure why they're doing that, but I guess, I don't know, they got to cut corners somewhere. I'm not complaining too much because this wave is fantastic. Man, look at this. Whew, this girl is looking great. Fantastic looking Rogue, guys. She does come with an extra hand, which is on her now. She also has the closed hand right here, of course, that she comes with. Let me show you that a little closer there. There you go. And it's not, not entirely spectacular, but it's cool they threw that extra hand in there. I like that option with her. So let's move on into the next figure, which is going to be Kitty Pryde. Now, I really liked this one a lot, guys. Look at this figure. She looks awesome. I love the little loose belt on her here. All these have standard articulation, by the way, for Marvel Legends. Again, the female does not have the double jointed elbows, but I love the Lockheed Dragon. He looks so good up there perched on her shoulder. Fantastic looking little addition that they added in there. They really needed to do that with Kitty Pryde. And of course, she comes with the extra head for your Onslaught, and you can change him from Red Onslaught to the original Onslaught. Right here, I'm going to show you this up close. And he's holding his other head right there that comes in the Captain America wave, I believe. But yeah, look at this new head on Onslaught. Man, he looks great with that new head. That is exactly how I'm going to display this guy in my collection. Just like that. I love the Magneto-style head that he came with. I couldn't have asked for anything better with this. This is great. I'm loving it all the way so far. Before we get into Deadpool, let's talk about the Juggernaut. Now, this is the Marvel Select Juggernaut, which, in my opinion, is a better Juggernaut. It's just way more detailed. There's a lot more weight to it. You can tell that it was made really, really well. And man, look at that. This Juggernaut is just detailed to the max, and I love it. The only thing I like about the new Juggernaut more is the head sculpt, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me grab him right now. This is our Build-A-Figure extraordinaire, the Juggernaut. Here we go. Let's take a look at this guy right now. Now there's a lack of detail, unlike the other Juggernaut, but look at the head sculpt. I mean, that is awesome. You can see the individual teeth in his mouth and how there's a chipped tooth. You can see that really well. And I love this head sculpt for Juggernaut. It's just a fantastic head sculpt, which actually comes with the Wolverine figure over here. So loving it, guys. This Juggernaut head sculpt is great. The rest of him is not that great. He's got standard articulation. There's nothing really special with this one. But if you really want a Juggernaut in your collection, my suggestion is to go pick up the Marvel Select, because that one is just fantastic. Even the head sculpt in this one doesn't look bad at all. You can't see any chipped teeth, and there's not much detail, but I do like the blue eyes they put in there, as you can see right now. I just love this Juggernaut. He's so nice. He's got a lot of shadowing effect. Very heavy, well-constructed figure. So definitely get the Marvel Select, I would say, over the Build-A-Figure. However, if you got to have the Build-A-Figures complete, I understand. Go out and get that. It's an awesome one, too, as well. Now, starting with the Man of the Hour, Deadpool comes with so many things, guys, and I think this is my new favorite Deadpool character of all time. My favorite figure of all time, that is. I'm going to kind of compare it with the Marvel Select Deadpool, because I brought him in, too. So let's take a look at him. I didn't like how much black they used on his eyes. I thought that they kind of overdid that, and they compensated with this one, and they made it perfect. They just used just enough black. I'll show you that up close as well. But this one is nice. The thing about this Deadpool is he comes with shadowing. He's very nice. He's got a lot of accessories, the swords, the size, the guns. He comes with a machine gun as well that's not here. Of course, this knife is not removable, which is kind of a bummer, but this is a great-looking Deadpool. Don't get me wrong. I love this one. It used to be my favorite. But, guys, this new one is definitely in my top favorite of all action figures so far from Marvel Legends. And I just love this Deadpool. Looks so good. Look at that head sculpt. Fantastic. Perfect head sculpt. This guy has a ton of articulation. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any butterfly joints on his shoulders, but dang, guys, look at this Deadpool. You can put these guns in the sheath here, and then there's another sheath right here. You can put this gun in at the bottom, and he comes with the swords, and look at the detail. I mean, God, this guy is amazing looking. Everything about this Deadpool. You can remove this knife down here. This comes out. I mean, this is awesome, and I love the scale. The 6-inch scale is very nice. Let me show you some of his accessories real quick. We'll get into that. He does come with the Wade Wilson head sculpt. Nice. You got to love that. Kind of looks like a homage to Freddy Krueger a bit, but hey, that is a nice-looking head sculpt for just a 6-inch action figure. I'm liking that quite a bit. It comes with the taco, guys, really. It has a taco. I love it. That I'm going to use in one of my videos one of these days. He does come with the bazooka right here as well. I do like the bazooka. However, I don't like the punching bag on the end. I guess for comic relief it's cool, but you can remove this if you want and just have a regular bazooka. So that is a nice option. I like that they did that at least so that it's not attached there. But pretty decent detail on this gun. I do like it. Moving on to the next sets of guns he comes with. Not as impressive are these guns right here. Now there's really no detail on these things. I mean, no shadowing, no wash, no anything like that going on with these guns. Okay construction, but I'm not really a big fan of these guns so far. This one is better. It's like a little mini Tommy gun type of feel, and I do like this one better, but there's no extra paint app on this or anything that really makes it stand out. It's got a little bit of a shine to it, but that's really all you're getting with that extra piece. But man, Deadpool, he's fantastic looking, guys. I can't be happy enough with this Deadpool. Moving on to the next figure, that's going to be Iceman over there, and he does come with one thing, an ice effect on his back. He's a really limber figure. He's very flexible, and he's very hard to get to stand up, actually. So I'm not going to touch him right now because he's going to fall over on me if I do. But he's a cool figure. He's got a lot of amazing deep articulation that I was impressed with. All I would have wanted with him is maybe some ice effects, and I don't have that right now, which is kind of a bummer. But one of these days I'll get some. But it's fantastic. The Iceman's a really good figure. Next to him, we got the Jean Grey figure over there, who is Phoenix, of course, and she looks pretty good. I mean, her hair sculpt is nice. I like the hair on that. It does have some paint detail on the hair, which is nice. I do dig that. It's not a bad-looking figure. It really isn't. I think this is one of the ones of the wave that really kind of got a bad rap, but she doesn't look bad. It's not a bad-looking figure. The face is a hair ugly, in my opinion, but it's not too bad, guys, and it's going to go well in my collection. So I'm not complaining about that figure. I'm glad we got one finally that looks like that. Let's go into the next figure. Now, this is Wolverine. I'm kind of torn with this figure. I think that he's a good-looking figure. At the same time, I think that he's not. There's things about him that make me upset, and there's things about him that I do like. One of the things I love about this, and along with Iceman as well, he's got the butterfly joints on his shoulders, and man, you get some nice articulation. Along with this Wolverine right here that has the same type of articulation right there, that butterfly joint. It's fantastic, guys. It's really cool. He's a very small Wolverine, so if you have a display and you're working with other bigger figures, he's not going to really be to scale. unless you're doing the 6-inch scale, and you might, he's still on the short side. I'm not sure if I like that or if I don't like that, but it's a good looking figure for the most part. You can remove these blades and replace them with other blades. There may be some shiny blades. I think from the San Diego Comic-Con Wolverine, there's some shiny blades you can use in place of these, and they look a lot better. So that's an option you have. Not a bad looking Wolverine figure for the most part, but there's just some little gripes I had with him. But I do like it, and he does come with some extra hands down there that are basically declawed, just like a kitty cat. So you got the hands right there with the detail on the spikes area there. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it's good he came with something else. I like that. Okay, now moving to the next figure. This is Cable, guys. Now, Cable does not have that classic comic book feel going on, but there's aspects of this one I like and I don't like as well. Guns are absolutely horrible. Look at this gun. I mean, you have a sculpted gun here with no extra paint detail at all on it, and it was bent. It's like all bent coming out of the package. I hated that, the fact that it was like that. It doesn't look too bad on him, I guess. They could have used so much more detail, and this gun as well could have used a ton more detail, and it would have looked so much better. He does come with this little extra clip of bullets, which I just tucked in his belt there because I really don't know where the hell to put it. But that's all right. We got a nice looking head sculpt on this Cable. All standard articulation with this one for the most part. Marvel Legends. It's going to have double jointed knees. Yeah, everything that you're going to have. Ankle pivot, everything that you'd usually have. Some decent detail on this Cable, but I'm just not digging it. Like I really wanted the Cable that like Marvel Select did, which is the comic book type style Cable, and I dig that one. This one was okay, but not fantastic. So I'm not extremely happy with it, but I guess I'm not complaining too much about it either. Because as a whole, guys, this wave is spectacular. So far, I really like this wave. I'm probably not going to give it as high as a grade as you think I will, but let's get into that in just a bit, and we'll talk about the grading and what I thought about that. And we are to the grading section for the Marvel Legends X-Men wave. And wow, guys, this wave has blown me away. I have loved every bit of this wave. Now, there's a few things along the way that I have gripes with each figure. And I think for that reason, I'm going to give it a little bit of a lower score. But don't get me wrong, this wave was a near flawless wave for appearance. And I'm going to give it an 8, a solid 8 in appearance, which is a fantastic score still. Just little things that if Hasbro could have changed along the way, would have made this a flawless score for the team of X-Men here. So moving on to the next field. And in the category of articulation, this set was very nice. I like the articulation with this Marvel Legends set. I love the fact that on the Iceman here and then on Wolverine, they gave them the butterfly joints in the elbows, which was very needed. I think it was awesome that they did that. A lot of the articulation is fairly standard though, but it's above average in some areas, especially with Iceman. Now, he is very posable, guys. This Iceman is really a monument to the X-Men. I love it. So in this category, I'm going to give it an 8, which is another solid score. And then into the next field. And for durability, this team is a very solid set. I think that there's a very nice durability feel to the whole set of this wave here. The only one that's just a little bit on the flimsy side is Iceman, but you almost need that with the type of figure he is and the types of poses that you want to do with him. So, it's still a solid grade, I think, for durability for the set. I'm going to give that a solid 8. Ladies and gentlemen, collectability is off the charts with this set. I'm going to give this a 9 in collectability. The only reason I'm not giving it a perfect 10 is just for a couple figures in the wave that weren't quite up to par. But man, guys, this wave has really impressed me. I do highly recommend running out and picking up the entire wave if you're an X-Men collector. This has really been a treat, and treat yourself to this wave. Guys, for a completely delicious and sexy grade for this Marvel Legends X-Men set, they will get an 8.25. I can't stress the fact enough that we would hop into bed with this new X-Men wave. There's some heavy hitters here, and we can do nothing but beg Hasbro to keep waves like this abundant. We must join as a collector's society and start a school for gifted geeks. We must act as one and mail Hasbro letters every day. By sending in modest donations, we will make it known that there's a cause that cares. Thanks for watching our installment of the X-Men Wave Review, and do a quick pass by our store on eBay at G1 Toys 2015. You can also follow us on Instagram. The G1 lesson of the day tells us, don't sleep with your action figures because it ruins their resale value. Think this over while you channel your inner toy. Hey, bub, you have any problems with your owner trying to take you to bed with him? Yep, I try to tell them we're the X-Men, not the Sex Men. Wait, maybe it's because my name is Cable. Getting them all confused like. Or maybe it's that backwoods accent. I'm just concerned for your safety mostly. I can fight them off with my claws most of the time. We won't discuss the other times. Maybe we should say something to Xavier. Nah, he'll just wipe our minds of the memory and move on. Well, heck fire, what can we do then? Wow, that was one amazing taco. Oh, hey fellas, just got back from my one-night stand with my owner, and I'm feeling saucy. Wait, you actually like your abductions? Abductions? Ha! Let me tell you something, my young apprentice. I say practice makes perfect. Well, I feel violated. Maybe it's because your name's Cable. I don't know, but if I were you, I'd be living the dream, my man. This isn't Toy Story, brah. Well, I guess you could say it's a certain type of Toy Story. Don't mind me, I'm just praying for your soul. Aw, man, what's the big deal? Doesn't anyone know how to have any fun? I think we need to be aware of mutant abuse within our ranks. If we just stand around talking about the problem, nothing will get done. Hey, where'd Cable go? Aw, shit.
I'm a troublemaker.